Hello everyone, this is Juan Mont, and today we're going to be learning how to ink and paint an animation in Adobe Illustrator. Um, Here we have 24 frames of a donkey animation doing a funny smile. If we run through the animation, we see the donkey. He raises his head from the bowl and smile. Okay, so we're going to be learning how to do a finish ink and paint on Illustrator. First, we want to do a new file. We're gonna size this 960 pixel by 672 672 pixels. We open, and now we need to place a reference, which is the animation that has already been done. So we go and find the files, which are numbers, the donkey reward here, and then we go and place the file. I was using a shortcut, but if you want to see what I'm doing, I'm going to file, place, find the donkey, and click place. Place, place, and so on until you have the 24 drawings there. You get an idea. You should have all of them in this layer as a reference, 24 drawings. I'm gonna stop here so that way we keep going on, but you should have the 24 drawings in this layer here. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna lower the opacity, that way it doesn't get mixed with the ink on top of it. That was perfect. And now I'm gonna lock the layer, that way we don't by mistake move the animation. Actually, before doing that, let's hide all of them because we want to focus in one drawing at a time. And now we can lock. We're going to create a new layer. Actually, what I want to do now in this layer is to put a white box. Why? Because that grid on the back bothers me. And with that layer of the white box, we lower it underneath the layer of the reference. Wait, we need to remove the log first. There you go. And then we put the log. And now we are ready to start. Let's start with the first drawing. We create a new layer. We're gonna call it, we're gonna double click and call this layer donkey 1. And we're gonna open our custom brushes. If we go here to brushes, we go here in this little arrow, open brush library. We're gonna use Juan brushes number 2. And let's start with this thick one. Whoops. We have to make sure that there's no fill and there's a stroke color of black. There you go. And now we started tracing as close as we can the animation underneath. We can use the pen tool if there's like a line that needs more precision, and we can use the brush tool, which with your pen tool you can create these kind of fine lines. This is a thinner line that we can put inside there, and if we feel that this line is too thick and we want it not too thin, we can come here and decrease the size and make like a customized thickness on that one. For the hair, we want to start here. We create this pointy, hairy style for the donkey. Oops. Go again till we get it right. Sometimes the brush tool works. Sometimes you want to do it with the pen. Let's use the pen for the ear. Okay, I'm gonna stop the tutorial here and I'm gonna finish painting the donkey. When we come back, you will have all the donkey already outlined, and then I will teach you how to paint inside the ink. Hi, welcome back. Here we have now the donkeys being complete ink. We have all the lines that compose the first donkey drawing. But something that I want to aim is that in this animation, if we place attention of what is actually moving, the head and the tails move, but the body always stays still. So what I would do for an animation like this, it will be to keep the body in one layer. That way we don't have to repaint the body constantly. That will save us time. And we will only focus on the face and in the tail. So then, we'll have donkey body and donkey face 1, donkey face 2, donkey face 3, and so on. Same thing with the tail, donkey tail 1, donkey tail 2. So that way we don't have to go through the process of redrawing the body each time. But for this tutorial, I'm just gonna keep everything in the same layer. So now that we have the entire drawing finished, let me show you something. All the drawing is being created by outlines, stroke, for exception of the eyebrows that are actually a shape, but everything else is a stroke, which means if I come here to the width of the stroke, I can make this stroke that I select 5 point thick, or I can go to 0.25, or I can just do any number that I want, 3.75, boom. But we don't need that. It's just to show you how strokes actually work. What we need right now, if we get close to the drawings, we see that some of the lines overshoot and they're overlapping, and we want to get rid of that because it doesn't look nice. But something that we need to make sure before is that there are no gaps between lines. So, for example, if the line was here, wouldn't be able to paint because the software only will be able to fill shapes that are completely. Here we have an issue because we want the lower part of the foot of the donkey separate from the body. So we need to just add a line here to keep those shapes separate. Perfect. Love it. So now we just need to start painting. So if we select everything that is in the layer, we can go either with the selection marquee and drag it around, or we can go here to this little cube and it will select everything that is in that layer. So we're still in donkey number 1, and then we go to objects and we expand appearance. That way, the lines will no longer be lines, it will be shapes. So we go expand appearance, and now you see, now they're not lines, they're shapes. But that doesn't end there. We just have to go to light paint, we have to go make, and then again we have to go to object and expand and click OK. Perfect. Now if we take a look again to the donkey's face where we have these lines overlapping, now if we select here with this tool here, which is the direction selection tool, the short key is the A, we can select the piece and delete. Every piece that has overlaid the other one has created separate pieces now. So this is a piece, this is a piece, this is a piece, this is a piece, and this piece here is a little triangle, and so on. So we just need to go over the entire drawing and make sure that there are not pieces that we want to delete. Oh yeah, there's one here. Perfecto. And now here comes the fun part. We need to set up a colors for this donkey. But first we need to make it alive. So we select the donkey again. We go to Object and Live Paint, Make. Now it's ready to be painted. Let's click outside to deselect it and let's choose a color. Since donkeys are usually gray, let's go a little bit brownish, somewhere here, I think. And then, we just have to come and with the select the tool for the light paint. The shortcut is the K as in kilo, and boom, like magic, entire donkey is being painted. Let's do the foot. Foot will be like a dark gray. Tag, tag, tag. For the hair, we don't want more gray because then it will be kind of boring. Let's do a little bit of bright brown. And for the mouth, let's do like a beige color. Very, very light one. Boom. If we hide the reference, then we have it. We have the donkey is being painted. Now we put a lock on this one, hide it, then open the reference again, go to the second drawing, hide the one underneath, and then we go over the process again of inking and painting and so on until we have the 24 frames all paint and name it and in separate layers. So this will be like donkey 2. We again make sure that we have the black and the stroke, and then we go to the lines and start painting and moving the lines until we get the second drawing. So this is it. For the next tutorial, I will show you how we will have all the donkeys already painted, and then I will show you how we can open them in another software, which is Adobe Illustrator, put a nice background on it, and work with the timing. Well, have a good night, and thank you for watching.